with us this morning of Crazy Faith in action, crazy faith thinking, crazy faith doing. Hey, crazy faith being. That's what we do. That's what all of us do from now on, family. It's all about that crazy faith. It's all about knowing what we know, but not necessarily knowing how we're going to get it done. How about that? That can be a bumpy ride. That can be a scary ride. But you know what? It don't matter. All that matters is that we believe and we take action like we believe. Hey, family, the increase will happen. The increase will happen. That's that crazy faith, right, Miss Smith?
Exactly. Did we introduce ourselves?
No, we did not.
Do people know who you are?
Everybody knows who I am.
Okay.
I am Smitty Smith, principal broker of River City Blues Realty. Proud to have been an agent for over 25 years, family. This is what I do. This is who I am. This is what I wake up in the morning excited to be. And I'm here with June.
Jeez.
I'm here with June. I'm here with her.
Hi, y'all. My name is June Smith, and I have been an agent with River City Blues for 10 years. Oh my gosh. 10
Like I
years.
said, I'm here with her. I'm here with she.
And I'm still waiting to get my associate's broker's license. It's gonna come in the mail soon.
This woman,
It will.
I don't know what you're gonna talk about once that letter arrives in the mail. Oh my God.
I have a lot to say.
Again, I'm with her, but that's all I got to say. But family, thank you for joining us this morning as we continue our journey down crazy faith, sharing free but absolutely valuable. Can't even put a price tag on the information we share because it's all about you, family. It's all about preparing you. It's all about motivating you. It's all about empowering you all the way home. So we're going to jump right into this. And as we do every morning, we spend the first 10 minutes on subject, and then we might goof off the last 10 to 20 minutes. So hang in here with us for 10 minutes. And at the end of the video, if we've given you anything of value, please simply press the share button. Help us get the word out about grants and down payment assistance. Please bless your friends and family with the information that we're sharing.
So our topic today, Smitty, is something that we were never ever taught in school.
Well, let's slow down just for a minute there.
Okay.
Let's talk about how we're talking about the C's of home ownership, the CU home. So far we talked about not being comfortable. Mm-hmm. That was a good subject.
Yeah.
Then we spoke about cash, confidence.
Yes.
Okay, so that's 3 C's so far.
Mm-hmm.
Today we're going to talk about the fourth of maybe 7 C's. Again, we got a lot more of these, so buckle up. Here we're talking about credit. Credit to some folks is the hardest C of all. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't have to be. Credit doesn't have to be difficult. There's just a couple simple rules that you have to follow, in order to get to the point to where you have the type of credit score that you'd like to have.
Okay.
And the first one is credit as in credit cards. People think credit cards are bad. I'd like to clarify that once and for all. Credit cards are not bad, Jim. What us folks do with credit cards, there's your problem, lady. Mm-hmm. You only need 2. You only need 2 credit cards to qualify for a mortgage. That's it. People got to remember, I can't owe too much. I can't have a credit card and not use it. But I don't have to use it a lot. Because when we use a lot of credit cards, or we have a lot of credit cards, that's a problem. So actually, June, not having any credit cards is a problem, and having too many credit cards is a problem. So, it's just like that Goldilocks zone, where it's just right. Mm-hmm. Family, all we want you to do is to get your credit score to 620. There are some lenders who we just learned about that can do 600 and do grants and down payment assistance. Also, we learned the week before that there's some lenders that can take a 580. Yeah. But there's no grant money available with that. So our goal is to get you to that we call that the Goldilocks zone. Where it's just right, 620. Okay? And actually, if you can get a 620, June, can I get a 640?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. If you can get a 620, you can pretty easily, I'm sorry guys, my stuff is going crazy here. If you can get a 620, you can easily get a 640, okay? So again, fam, sorry about that. I thought this was going to tell me they couldn't hear us. So again, fam, if you get a 620, you can easily get a 640. And by getting a 640, we have 20 extra points for you to make a mistake. Because we can give us a little cushion, a little maneuvering room. Again, family, credit is king. And credit cards, well, they're the key to home ownership and they're also the barrier to home ownership. Just depends upon how you exercise and how you use your credit cards. Right? Now, are credit cards the only thing that lenders look at? No. They can look at your car payment. They can look at what we call alternative credit. June, kind of show what alternative credit is while I get a few things together here on my end because
Okay.
I'm seeing all kind of beeps and buzzes over here.
So I'll just give the example of my son. Actually, he quite a few years ago, when he was 21 years old, he rented for a season, and he got tired of the renting process, so he decided he wanted to buy a house. The only thing was he just opened up, and I will say it, a Capital One credit card, which is awesome. It was a secured credit card, and he used that for a couple of months. But that was the only credit that he had. So the lender had said that he could use alternative credit. And I was not familiar with that. And what alternative credit is your, your utility bill, your cell phone bill. And these are items that you pay on time. You've got to pay them on time in order to be able to use them. So that's what they did with him. They used his cell phone bill, his rental history, and also his utility bill. I think it was his Virginia Power bill in order to qualify. So that is exactly what alternative credit is.
Yes, family. And alternative credit is good credit.
Yes.
It is. It can get you in the door just as easy as a credit card, just as easy as a car payment. But family, let me make this clear. If you like June and I, our VEPCO bill, that's right, I said VEPCO. Our VEPCO bill ain't due until they blink the lights twice. So that would not be a good account for use as alternative credit. So make sure you pick something that you know is on time every month without fail. I'll tell you one, life insurance payments where they draft your account. Car insurance payments where they draft your account. You can use your water bill, as June said, your electric bill. You can use all those other things as alternative credit. It helps to build a profile. Remember, family, we don't have to owe a lot to have good credit. And that's the fallacy. That's what folks don't understand. I don't have to owe a lot. Your credit score, June, at the end of the day, believe it or not, it does not know the difference between $5 and $5,000.
I believe that. I learned that.
I can have a credit card with a $5 balance. So my credit score could be just as good or maybe even better than someone that has a $5,000 credit card. Because it all comes down to the ratio. How much of my available credit have I used? All right. Only 35%, I want to make this so clear, family, when it comes to credit, only 35% of your credit score is driven by how well you pay people back. That blew me away. That's slightly more than a third of my credit score is driven by how well I pay people back. That means there's another 65% that's got nothing to do with me making my payment on time every single month. So again, family, there's lots of ins and outs of credit. But you know what? We're here to help you.
And Smitty, I remember when I had 11 credit cards. That's right. I had
That's
11 credit cards. But, part of it was me using it to survive on. As a single parent of 4, limited cash, I needed to buy food sometimes with it. I needed to buy gas with it sometimes because my paycheck was short. So, I had no alternative but to use that. But once I was educated on how it worked by going to one of those free, 3 webinars, basically I negotiated it down and the person told me, you know what, we're going to negotiate it down. We're going to accept this settlement, but we're going to put on your credit report that you did not pay it in full. So you may have a problem at the time, Miss Rose, trying to get credit again. And that really worried me. But what's the truth about that?
The truth is, it doesn't matter. We tell folks all the time, if you get behind your credit card bills and contact that creditor and try to make a negotiated settlement, boom. June and I done it. I've done it.
Yeah.
We helped a couple clients do it just this week. Family, mama always says it don't hurt to ask. But we're talking about, family, is the simpleness of understanding how to drive your credit score. And that's what people tend to worry about. We tend to focus on the credit score. But really and truly, family, let's focus on the drivers of my credit score. What's really driving my credit score? All right. Is it because I'm not paying folks back? Well, that could be. Is it because I have too many inquiries? Yeah, that's usually the one, family. Every time you have an inquiry, you're losing 3 to 5 points. Okay, we don't think about that. 3 to 5 points each and every time somebody looks at my credit. So when we're at the line at a department store And what's this one? J.C. Penney, Cole. Oh my God, they're notorious.
It doesn't matter.
Great
Names
stores,
don't matter.
but they are always pushing those credit cards to save some money, family. We might save some money, but what is it costing us? What's it costing you in points? Do we really need it? Do we really need more credit cards? 2, family. 2 is enough. 4 is too many. Okay?
Yeah.
So, can I have 5 credit cards and buy a home? Sure you can. Sure you can. But is it in your best interest to do so? Or is it in your best interest to have 1 or 2 and use them, because we got to have credit usage? What if we used them and paid it back each month? What if we didn't run a balance? Remember, family, when we use a credit card, we're spending money we ain't even earned yet, Jim. I'm spending future money.
Yes.
Think about it. I just charged this, and now I got to go to work to pay for it.
Yeah.
We got to kind of just put this credit card thing in perspective. Again, June and I, we are proponents of credit cards because we know you need them to buy a house. But family, I ain't got to be crazy with it. Who we got hanging in here? So again, who we got hanging in with us this morning?
We've got Miss McCormack. Good
Hey,
morning,
Miss
Miss
McCormack. That's
and Miss
Shaquilla.
White. Good morning.
Hey, Miss White, Shanae White, how you doing, sister? And who we got here? We got Miss McCormick visiting this morning. All right, so we got folks. Hey, family, let me put these folks on the spot here, okay? Miss White, if you don't mind sharing, how many credit cards do you have? And Miss McCormick, how many credit cards do you have? Let us know.
Well, Miss White says that she hates credit cards.
Oh, she hates credit cards? But you have at least one, right? I hate credit cards too. I do. I hate credit cards because they're always jacking somebody's credit up. Okay. But at the same time, I'm telling you, we need them. We just have to control them.
Oh, they both said that they have to, and we helped
Good.
Miss
Good.
I believe it's the same Miss McCormack. We helped her buy a house, a beautiful house.
Good.
Really, really nice house.
Okay. I believe.
I'm sorry. I love a house.
Okay. Miss McCoy, please show June a picture of your house so she sees you. We're talking about credit cards. June and I, we always love to decorate. We love to decorate. So 2 credit cards are fine, June. I think that's a good number, because it's easily to manage. It's easy to use them. But remember the 30% rule, family. You really never want to owe more than 30% of your credit limit. Let me make it clear. We're talking about your credit limit, not your credit card balance. That's what you don't want to exceed, more than 30% of your credit card limit. Because when you do, even when you make the payments as agreed, it's still going to negatively impact your credit score. Remember, family, only 35% of my score drives my credit.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is it possible to live without credit cards?
Sure, you can live without credit cards. I lived without credit cards for a long time.
Really?
I really did. Yeah. And then, I got so used to living without them, I realized that I didn't need them, that credit cards were a great emergency. My first emergency was my savings account.
Yeah.
Then my credit cards became my backup plan.
Okay.
So only once I got really comfortable understanding how credit cards work for me and how credit cards work against me, did I really feel comfortable using that credit card that we have. You know? And that's what makes a difference, family. While you're in the beginning stage when you're learning, you really don't need a lot. Credit cards, again, the key to home ownership, but they're a bigger barrier than they are the key. They're stopping folks. They're stopping more folks than they help more folks, to be honest with you.
That's true.
And credit card companies, they let us make that minimum payment. That's 15-year payment.
Oh, gosh,
Can you
yeah.
imagine I'm paying for my Oreo cookies that I picked up at Wally World, and I make the minimum payment, I'm paying for the next 7 to 15 years for those cookies? Man, that is craziness, Jim.
So if you did the calculations, just guess how much did that $2.50 cost you over a 15-year period?
Exactly. I mean, family, I'm paying for drawers I can't throw away. Please pray for me.
Yes, I will.
But again, family, hey, Miss Shawnee's wife says she's rolling with the winners this morning. There you go. And Miss McCormick says she's going to post some photos. Please do, because June and I, you know what? I ought to get Miss McCormick to come on a live stream with us. Should we put her on the spot, June?
Yes, put her on the spot.
You go ahead and put her on the spot, June. You put her on the spot.
She actually sends me, every morning she sends me inspirational.
That's you?
Yes,
Oh,
she's
so
really
then,
cool.
So then she should be willing to come do a live stream with us directly after this
Okay.
for about 5 or 10 minutes.
Miss
shouldn't she?
McCormack, can you do that?
Yeah,
Please,
we'll put her.
pretty please.
And we got, Miss Shawnee White. We need to get Miss Shawnee White online with us too for a live stream. Miss White, your head smoked this morning? Your head right this morning?
Oh, she's at work.
Oh, she's at work. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So again, family, credit cards. There's a key and there's a barrier. That's what I want you to walk away with this morning. Credit cards are the key to home ownership and the barrier to home ownership. And between those 2 points, that's where knowledge comes in. Knowledge of knowing when to use a credit card and when not to use a credit card. Knowledge of knowing how to effectively use a credit card to your benefit as opposed to the credit card company's benefit. But it all comes down to knowledge, family. I promise you, June and I, we love to share this because it's true. We have a Capital One credit card, and we have an average balance of around $4,000 every month. 2 days, making this clear, 2 days before the due date, we give Capital One their $4,000. We make our credit card payment in full every single month. 10 years, we've never paid Capital One a dime of interest. Not one red cent. And we use the heck up out of that credit card. And heck ain't the word I wanted to use. But you know what, family? We're using Capital One monies free for 28 days. Then we make the credit card payment 2 days before the due date. They can't charge us any interest because we're not carrying a balance. I want folks to understand that. Use your credit card. That's convenience. But then make your payment 2 days in full before the payment's due. And now you've just showed credit usage. You showed payback history. You've kept your ratios down low. And if you're like June and I, when you get cash back, you know how much money Capital One owes us, June?
Oh, gosh, about $2,000, $2,500, something like that.
Capital One owes June and I $2,500. Can y'all believe that?
In points.
The credit card company owes us $2,500. Now, June just shared in points. It is. They owe us $2,500 in points, but we could turn it into $2,500 in cash.
Yes.
We can make our payment. We could go shopping. We can do anything we want. We're going to just let it ride. I'm going to see how long it takes us to get up to $3,000. Capital One owes me money while I use their money for free. Family, when we understand the game and know the game, we can win the game. I promise you this.
And we have a couple of comments. Miss McCormick said she can do it she'll try to do it for about 5 minutes.
Okay.
And then we have a question. When purchasing a home, do you look at all three credit bureaus, or do you look at FICO score?
The credit card companies are going to look at all three credit bureaus to determine your credit score, which is going to be different than a lot of other companies. You know, June, we always share, we can make cookies. Mm-hmm. Everyone can make chocolate chip cookies different ways and has a slightly different taste.
Yes.
It was the same way with credit. Capital One has their credit model. Different companies have their own credit models. Who's that? Credit Karma, they have their own model. So what the mortgage companies do is they merge three from the big three credit reporting companies, and that's called your FICO score. Your FICO score is made up of credit scores from three major credit reporting companies: TransUnion, Equifax. I always forget the third one. Oh my God! Somebody help me out here. What's the name of the third? I always forget it. Oh, June, wait a minute. Experian, yeah. Mm-hmm. So your mortgage company is called a mortgage credit report. So they're going to take information from all three bureaus and condense it down into your middle credit score, and that's the one they're going to go with. June, we have Miss Canales here.
Miss Goodman.
Miss Yamira. Is this her first time?
Oh, Miss, I believe so.
Miss Canales. Am I pronouncing that right? Yamira Canales? Are we saying your name right, Miss Canales? Let us know. Good morning to you. So
and again, good morning, Miss Goodman.
Miss Goodman's here with us? What's her first name?
Yes, she is. Andrea.
Oh, Miss Goodman.
Yes.
Miss Goodman that we helped to buy a home?
Of course.
Oh, my God. June, you know what this woman did? It wasn't long after she got in her home that she started making changes and making some improvements to it.
Yeah.
Miss Goodman, how you doing? Let us know. Experian. Thank you, TLB. TLB got me straight. Experian. So again, family, understanding credit is the key to this morning. You don't need a lot of credit. Credit scoring is exceptionally complex. We only have to remember a couple simple things. Number one, 2 credit cards are great. That's all we need. Alternative credit. It's great. How well do I pay my electric bill, my cable bill? All of that can be used to create an alternative credit file, an alternative credit score. Our son did it, and he took advantage of how much grant money, Jim?
$35,500.
And he took advantage of $35,000 grants and down payment assistance. All right. Capital One owes June and I $2,500 in points. All right. Plus, we use their money free, but we make our payment in full every single month, so we're not paying them any interest. I'm not paying more for my Oreo cookies, is what I'm saying. When I go to the store and pay $2.50 for my Oreo cookies, that's what I'm actually paying. None of that minimum payment stuff, family, because that's just eating up your power. Your money is your power, and your power is your money. We just have to realize that. We have to accept that. All right? Who else we got? Miss Canary. Oh, we are saying her name right. Okay.
Yes.
Is this your first time joining us, Miss Yamira?
She said yes.
And it's her first time joining us?
It is.
Okay. All right. I want to make sure I didn't leave any questions. Oh, we have CEO Mac out there. Return of the Mac, my favorite song.
I don't see that.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, he liked us. CEO
Okay.
Mac. All right. So again, folks, thank you for joining us this morning. We're going to go ahead and begin to do our shutdown sequence. Unless anyone has any other questions for us, we appreciate you being here. But today, make your day about who, Miss Smith?
Me.
Again, we come back to me. What is me going to do, Miss Smith?
Have an amazing
Have an
day.
amazing, passion, purpose-filled day all about who?
Me.
All about me. An amazing, passion-filled, purposeful day that's all about me. That's what we're going to do this morning, family. So what we want you to do, we want you just to get into your day. We want you to understand that it's about me. It's about you. It's about you taking care of you, which means you take care of your friends. That means you take care of your family. Purposeful, passion-filled day. And today I'm asking you to focus on credit, on your credit cards. Are you using your credit cards too much? How about this, June? Are we using it too little?
That's true.
Because if you have a credit card that you never use, that means there's no usage.
And that happened to me.
That happened to June. Tell
That is
everybody
a-
what happened, June. I know we're supposed to be shutting down, but tell everybody what happened.
Basically, I do have a couple of credit cards. I do have more than two, but that's okay because Smitty manages for them
Yeah,
for
but-
me.
Yeah.
But anyway, what had happened was I was not using a credit card. And they shut me down. Yeah. And my credit score, I got a notification from Capital One that I lost like 20 points. I was like, what? What did I do? Did someone hack into my account and do something? No, it was for non-usage.
Yeah, they shut it down, and family, again, we got to understand credit. Credit usage is important in history. History, your credit card history, your credit history accounts for 10% of your score. Again, we're going to do a whole nother show where we're focused. We're going to break it down for you, how each and every percentage point works. But when they closed this account for June because of non-usage, it actually reduced her credit score because it was an account she had had for years. So all that history was wiped away. So what do? Once a year, we make sure to use every credit card. And we don't use it a lot. We only go buy a hamburger, a cheeseburger, half a taco. She gets half, I get the other half.
Yes.
Again, it's not big numbers. It's just the simple fact that I use it. I may only go to the gas station and buy $5 worth of gas and put it on my credit card. And when I get that statement, what do I do, June? We send them $5 and we are
Exactly.
good for another 12 to 24 months where we ain't got to worry about that credit card.
But this brings up another question, actually.
Sure.
So we're listening to you, and you're saying 2 credit cards. But suppose you have like 5 credit cards.
If you have 5 credit cards, don't close any.
That's the
Never
question.
close.
Yeah.
Never close an account unless you're advised to do so, Jen.
Okay.
Do not close an account, period.
Why?
Because you're going to take the history away. All right? And we may need that history. We may just need you to get the balance down. But we don't want to lose any points for losing any history. That's it, family. Remember, 10% of your credit score is driven by how long you've had an account open. Now, if it's a bad account, maybe then not such a bad idea. But look, Jim, we said we are going to do this 10 minutes. We're already out here at 20 minutes. We got to let these folks go to work, Jim.
But let me just say this. I would advise just contacting a nonprofit organization that you do not have to pay for them to help you. Just
Absolutely.
navigate through all of this.
Don't pay for what you can get for free. June, how much does free cost?
Free 99, Smitty.
$3.99. Don't pay for credit repair when you can go to a local nonprofit and get it for free. And that $99 you're going to pay a credit repair company, that can go to your savings or that could go to paying your debts down.
And do you have any recommendations, Smitty?
You know I do. Housing Opportunities Made Equal are my all-time favorite company that's been around for over 30 years. Southside Community Development and Housing Corporation. They provide free credit counseling. They provide free budget counseling. And Miss Smith, how much does free cost again?
$3.99, Smitty.
$3.99. Yo, that's what I'm talking about, family. So again, this week we talked about confidence, we talked about cash, we talked about credit. I left one off, June. We talked about comfortable. We don't want you folks to be comfortable.
No.
We want you to be uncomfortable.
That's
We
right.
want you to have a plan to get comfortable, though. All right, family. So again, Miss Smith, as we put out there in the universe every day, we're gonna fire how many landlords in 2023?
100 plus.
We're gonna fire 100 plus landlords this year. How many have we fired, Miss Smith?
0.
Should we be worried?
No.
I ain't worried. What should we be doing, Miss Smith, not to be worried?
Exercising crazy faith, Smitty.
Crazy faith. Doing these posts, family.
You know.
Sharing the information that we're sharing. Family, we're doing everything we're supposed to do. We are not responsible for the increase. We're only responsible for the effort. You are not responsible for how quickly your credit score moves up or down. You only have to put forth the effort. It will happen, family. All right? But remember, we got to focus on the drivers. All right? So I can't expect my credit score to increase if I'm out here using to buy lunch when I can pack a lunch. Just like June and I, we can't be super worried about how the fact that we're going to fire 100 landlords in 2023, but we fired none so far. That's not what our focus is. Our focus is on these posts. Our focus is on sharing the information. Our focus is on educating and empowering. All right, that's what our focus is on. The increase, it'll happen. It has to happen.
Oh, yeah. It will come.
It just has to happen. And we're showing you this, family. So again, June, 100 landlords. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. Plus 100 plus landlords. Again, family, please share the post with your friends and family. Help us get the word out about grants and down payment assistance. This is the lower right corner. Just press the share button. It's amazing how we receive blessings by blessing other folks. It's a universal law. You know, we're not going to try to get too mystical on you and break out our magic mushrooms and our magic rocks, but family, it's a fact. It is a fact.
And it's just amazing how the universe works, let's say. Because remember, what was it the other day? You're like, I want to write.
Yeah.
And I know you shared it yesterday, but just share it one more time again.
I got to say that. I don't want to share that just yet. So again, family, I'm Smitty Smith, River City Blues Realty. Thank you for being here with us. And June, what we got to say?
Crazy faith.
See ya. All right.